Ladies, gents, welcome back to The Random. I'm your host, SmallwoodWorldWide. We're back again with another video. First and foremost, happy 2022. Happy New Year. Hope that you had an enjoyable 2021. And as we embark on this new year, let's have some fun as always. So, first up, we're going to give you our live review of Hulu Live TV. So, unless you've been under a rock lately, you're quite aware that Hulu Live TV has become quite the thing. If you're looking for an alternative to cable, this is for you. If you love sports, Hulu has live sports, as you have seen from their commercials. This is also for you. If you're a person looking for a glimpse of the future with streaming and no strings attached, month to month, this is for you. First, let's get a couple of quick logistics out of the way. Hulu Live TV, $69 a month. With that, you get a host of local channels, pretty much almost any kind of cable channel that you would be interested in. In addition to that, since Disney has taken ownership of Hulu, they've now sweetened the pot that with Hulu Live TV, you also get ESPN Plus included, as well as Disney Plus included in a package, all for the one low price of $69. So, as you can see right now, we're actually watching a PlayStation Bowl featuring Notre Dame versus Oklahoma State. It's been a very intriguing game, a lot of twists and turns. Let's get into it. Hulu Live TV. Let's go to the home tab here. So first and foremost, their layout. I love it. It's a bit of the past, painted with a bit of the future, right? So, of course, you have the search area. You have the home. You have live, which always buffers for like a second or two sometimes. And there we go, goes full HD. You have their traditional Hulu TV hub. You have the movie hub, sports as they advertise, of course. You have My Stuff, which houses your recordings. By the way, with your regular subscription, your entry-level subscription will net you about 50 hours of free DVR space. That's more than enough for most people. And of course, most folks don't necessarily watch TV live anymore. They watch kind of on demand, thus the success of a Hulu and or a Netflix. But this is really great. Also, you have hubs. And my favorite feature, you go here, you have what's called profiles. Right now, we're in my personal profile. So let's go back. All right, ladies and gents, here we are at the home tab. Now, with the home tab, they'll show you their feature, whatever they choose to put here. This will also change as you go in and out of the app and or in and out of your general programming. You can scroll down with Hulu Live TV. For me, if you like sports, this is great to have. They'll show you what's live right now. Obviously, we're in the prime of sports season, a lot of college bowl games, a lot of other sports seasons, hockey, everything else across the board kind of happening. So you'll get a chance to see that. Let's scroll down. They have TV for you. Some of this is based on an algorithm of different shows you may have watched. As you can see, a lot of home and garden, a lot of lifestyle, drama, some horror stuff. They get a little bit of everything there. They have movies for you, which is always great. My favorite is, of course, keep watching. Sometimes, life calls, you'll start watching something, and then from there, you'll be pulled away. You can always come back to this area and get a chance to pick up where you left off, whether it's a movie, TV show. It's always lovely. My favorite, if you look here with the Today Show 3rd hour, as I was watching this the other day, it says expires Monday, which is always a great feature. So you know how long you have until you would no longer be able to see that content. Of course, they have a little bit of built-in ads. Wouldn't be Hulu without that. Because you watched, which is always great, they give other recommendations. Hulu has their own personal picks. Of course, as I stated earlier, Hulu Live TV now comes with Disney Plus as well as ESPN Plus included. They know that I love fantasy movies as well as horror movies, so they gave me some action-packed fantasy picks. Always awesome there. Check out that new Spider-Man also if you haven't. It's really awesome and iconic into the series. Again, more sports for you, news for you. You catch the drift. Let's hit the back button, take us back to the top. Now, let's go to the live TV portion. You notice you can swipe up. Let's give it a little bit of sound. Now, as you saw, we're watching the PlayStation Bowl. We're going to swipe up from the bottom. You go over here, you get recent. channels that you were watching, which is always great. You can go over and scroll down. Being that I'm a recent subscriber to Hulu Live TV, it's not really deep yet for me. So the algorithm will probably take a month or two to really kick in and make it my own. But I look forward to it. Come down to channels. This contains every channel that they have to offer. You can scroll down just like your old school traditional cable format. I don't think this really goes out of style here. It's great. You can scroll over. You can always get informational programs. If I wanted to click on, let's say, Crypto Craze, click on that. You have the option to watch live, record it, or my favorite, view the details. And listen to that. It shows you a little bit about the show. We'll go back. Of course, you know when you're live, get a little bit of freezing. Okay, ladies and gents, we're back. Had a little technical difficulties here, so let's continue. You get a chance to see that's your regular channel guide with all the full channels. You come down, you can actually have your favorites, which I haven't really created yet. In addition to that, let's scroll back. You have sports, which is always great. You have news, movies, kids. So you get a chance to see the way they kind of partition things there, which is always awesome. Let's go out of the live functionality for a second. You go here, you see more of your traditional Hulu Live TV hub, where you can go down for all your favorite shows, channels, and networks, which is great. Do the same thing. And if you notice, you have genres you can kind of go through. There's something for everybody here, which I think is amazing. Scroll over to movies, same thing. Click on whatever kind of movies that you're interested in. They'll show you what's actually happening on live now. So these are movies that are actually shown as part of the live channels. Scroll down, get a chance to see what's popular, what's out there, some of the things they're advertising, of course, as well. Let's scroll back up to the top. Of course, the Sports Hub, my favorite hub personally. Get a chance, go see what's on ESPN Plus Spotlight. Things that are for you. They know I love a lot of the college bowl games going on. A little NFL action as well, they've shown. Sometimes those things are maybe a week old. Sometimes they're live. You just have to kind of take a look and see. I love the fact that if you did miss some of your favorite games or your favorite sports teams, they do offer highlights, which is always amazing. Changes based on the season that is happening. Under my stuff, let's go down here. You have recordings. As I said earlier, you get about 50 hours worth of DVR space, which I think is more than enough for most folks. You get TV shows. For instance, I added Young Rock to it. I actually love the show. Go over to movies. Let's get back. Thumb moving faster than my mouth. You can add whatever movies here that you would like to see. And that way, you can just go to your personal hub, i.e. my stuff, and begin watching them at your personal leisure. Sports, you can add your favorite teams and or leagues, and that'll add stuff for you there. Here's the teams tab, same thing. They'll let you know if you have anything that's expiring. And of course, you can always break it down by network. So what makes Hulu Live TV kind of a must-have is the fact that it combines an ability to tap into what you've known as traditional cable, as well as a glimpse of the future, where you see what I like to call the movie poster format. Let's see, video experience. How was your experience while watching? I'm going to say it was very good. Hooray. Haha. A lot of cheese there. So, as I was saying, you get into a lot of the movie poster format where they kind of draw you in with your favorite movie and or TV show. Get a chance to see what it's all about. If I click on one, let's click on... Let's click on Warcraft. So, you click on it, you get a chance to rate the movie. You want to give it a thumbs up or thumbs down. That'll help Hulu to kind of decide what it is that they show you and try to advertise to you with. You can always add it to your personal stuff if you want to watch this later. So I can click add to it. Boom. That check mark lets you know it's been added to your stuff. If this movie is coming on television live, you can click record. And as soon as it airs, it will record for you. Another awesome feature. You can always just get into watching a movie, which is great. In addition to that, they have movies that you may also like. And guess what? I've also been waiting to see Dark Tower. Don't know how I missed it. Just did. Stephen King stuff. Read the books. So if I wanted to, I can go here, click on that. And guess what? I can add it to my stuff. And now there's another movie I want to see. So that's kind of an example of the algorithm working there, which is always awesome. Again, Hulu Live TV, you really can't beat it. It's more bang for your buck. Now this is me showing it to you on Apple TV 4K. Let's flip over and take a look at what it looks like on the iPad Pro. We'll be right back. Ladies and gents, yet one more amazing feature here with Hulu Live TV. Let's go ahead and highlight it. So from the home screen, we're gonna go up. We're going over to the search feature. Here, you can search your favorite actress or actor by name, Natalie Portman. And voila, look at that. You get the latest movie, this sci-fi flick here, Annihilation. It's very deep. I recommend you check it out. Of course, you go down, they have her classic, iconic performance in Black Swan. You can do this with almost anybody you can think of. Viola Davis. And look at that. You'll see Widows, Law-Abiding Citizen, so on and so forth. Now, if that wasn't enough, so one of the things you can do as well, tap the play button, hit up, click on here. This will take you to the Open Live guide. You can also jump to live, of course. In addition to that, scroll over, you get subtitles, which is great. Scroll over one more time. It tells you the full audio range, whether you're listening through headphones or your actual television, that are available to you. Back to the review. All right, ladies and gents, we're back. We're gonna take a look at Hulu Live TV on the iPad Pro. I have the sound down just so it's not as distracting because, as you know, the iPad Pro has really banging speakers. So once you get into the app here, you'll notice immediately that it's a very similar layout. Again, it's buttery smooth. You can kind of go here under channels. You get recent, channels, favorites, sports, news, movies, kids, pretty much every filter that you have on the Apple TV, which is great. Now, you're gonna go here. We're gonna make it big screen. Look at that. It's awesome. It is in 4K, which is my favorite. So the viewing experience is rich in colors and detail. Let's click here. Now we're gonna go what's called picture-in-picture, my favorite screen. So I can go all around the iPad Pro into any other aspect or anything else that I want to see. So let's just say that, for instance, I don't want to miss any part of the game while I go to change some lights here. Guess what? I get a chance to do that. I can move it all around the screen, never missing one aspect of the game or favorite show. Click back in here. We'll touch it. Now we make it full screen again. And bam, it takes you right back into the heart of the Hulu Live TV app. So let's go from here. Swipe it down. This kind of brings you back to the motherboard, your little home screen. Again, up here, if you take a look, you have the ability to change profiles. This way, if you have several folks in your household, or you share with a spouse or roommates or whomever, guess what? Everybody can kind of set up their version of Hulu Live TV for what they need it to be. Also, click on television. Again, more of the movie poster format, which is absolutely outstanding. Kind of go here. Let's go to hubs. This is a feature I did not cover on the Apple TV, but it's underrated. So you can see ESPN Plus, Hotstar, Hulu Originals. They go through channels, right? Black stories, Hispanic and Latinx stories, Asian Pacific Islander stories, Pride Never Stops stories. They have something for everyone, folks. They go here, see a little bit of the Family Guy, Bob's Burgers. Go down, break it down by network. The hubs feature is actually heavily underrated and something that I think everybody will actually dive into and love. Again, you have sports, movies, TV. Click on all, of course. Shout out and RIP to John Madden, as you just saw. Outstanding documentary. Check that out. Everything is really smooth, and not just because of the iPad Pro's high refresh rate. Hulu Live TV has really upped their game with their app, and that's both for mobile devices as well as the Apple TV 4K. And if you have an Android, I'm sure it's great for that as well. Who is Hulu Live TV for? I think Hulu Live TV is for those of us who are kind of wanting to live a bit in the future, somebody who wants the ability to, you know, kind of break off and break up if they need to. Let's click here into another show, just so you get a chance to see live how that actually works. As you saw, it was seamless. You actually can beam it to your Apple TV as well with AirPlay. Again, everything you're seeing is in real time, so this isn't a heavily edited video. You get a chance to see if there are any glitches, all the mistakes, you know, how hard you have to tap on something. One of my favorite features is, let's say if I click back on the game, you can hit watch from the start, which is always great. You also have the ability to still record the program. Likely it would record from the point that you hit record at. Or, my favorite, just click into it live, and you're there. And if you notice right here, it tells you you're live. If you were not live, it would give you the option to jump to live, which is just, again, convenience. That's the name of the game. So with that being said, let's go back to the Home Hub and let's bring you home. Hulu Live TV, 10 out of 10. That's my personal rating. I think if you're looking again for a touch of the future and where streaming services are going, Hulu Live TV is an outstanding step in the right direction. Of course, it doesn't hurt to have Disney behind them and owning and being able to kind of put them on their map and radar for everyone. But I will say I highly, highly recommend everybody give Hulu Live TV a look. It's a great service. It's at a great price. Again, $69.99. You get Disney Plus, you get ESPN Plus, and of course you get access to Hulu's massive library of streaming services, movies, television shows, 50 hours of DVR content. Listen, do yourself a favor. Start off the new year right. Treat yourself. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think. Have you tried Hulu Live TV? You've seen a little bit of it in action today for our live review. We wanted to just kind of talk to you about it here. Again, no script, just actually going through it as it happens. Also, be the cool lady and gent to go ahead and hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, as we have a lot of awesome content planned for you here in 2022. Happy New Year, and we'll talk to you again soon on The Random. Peace.